Welcome back to week 2 of our Advent devotion. Last week we talked about hope and the feelings, the spirit that can embolden within us. And this week we continue our look in Advent with the second of the candle aspects that we look at during this season. We look at peace. Often we think of peace as a temporary moment of a feeling that's fleeting. But in reality, the peace that we talk about at Advent is something much more than that. It's something much deeper, much stronger than just a fleeting feeling or just a moment. The peace that Christ brings at Advent is an everlasting peace. It is a peace that harkens in a new reality where we strive together for the kingdom, working as one people, one family of God, to make sure that we all have what we need. We all have what is required for our daily lives. If that's enough food, we have enough food. If that's healing and healing necessities, medicine, things like that, it's making sure we have those sorts of things. It's making sure our neighbors have what they need to be taken care of. It's seeing one another as equal, loved children of God. When we see each other in that manner, when we strive to make sure everyone has what we need, we work towards that peaceful existence that the kingdom of God works towards every day. We see exactly what we hear from people like John the Baptist and Christ, making that highway smooth. That makes it level, even for everybody. So we all stand together, shoulder to shoulder, side by side, working together to reach the goal. And that is God's kingdom, God's love, and God's peace poured out on the earth, following Christ's example as we move towards that goal. So during Advent, we start with a basis of hope. Hope that there is a better tomorrow. Hope that there could be something different. In week 2, we hear about peace. We hear about something new coming from the stump of Jesse, and that is Christ leading us through our hope, through our faith, to that peace that we are all being drawn to, that we all desire deep down. Not a temporary peace, not a feeling of peace, but an everlasting peace that is a way of life. And as we'll see in the next 2 weeks, as we continue our Advent journey towards Christmas, we will continue to see what happens as we continue to follow Christ. We'll hear about the joy of God and what that brings in our lives. We'll hear about the love of God, the driving force behind it all, and how that can impact how we live, how we think, and how we interact with one another. So for this week, dwell on peace, not a temporary feeling, but a hope for the future, something we work towards as we look to taking care of and seeing each other as equal, loved children of God. God bless, and I will see you again next week.